Halloj, hvordan har du det?
Oh, I'm very well. Very good pronunciation.
Thank
I'm
you.
very good. I'm very excited for us to talk together and for me participating in DMGP. So crazy.
So first of all, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Ericka Jane, and I am an artist here in Denmark. I've been releasing music for around 10 years, but this is my first time participating in DMGP.
So what is the meaning, the message behind your song for this year's MGP?
So my song is called "Death of Me," which is it sounds a little bit harsh or like a little bit dark, but actually I'm referencing a bit more the term like ego death, which is when you, for example, you're on the dance floor dancing and not minding what other people think when they look at you. You know, the feeling of freedom because you don't care what other people think. And to me, that song means so much to me because that's why I go out partying a lot. I go party because I want to recharge myself for the week to come. So I have like a lot of positive energy going into whatever I set my mind up to.
Why did you decide to submit this year to MGP? Why do you think this is the right time?
I feel like it's the right time because like I've always known that I wanted to participate, but I wanted it to be a song that like came from me that I wrote that felt authentic to who I am as a person and as an artist. Uh, and when I wrote the song, it was actually meant for my album, which came in August. But when we did the song, we realized that this was the song that I needed to participate in DMGP with.
Can you tell us how did the songwriting process of this song look like?
Yeah, so me and my team, the producers I worked with, we known each other for many years, and they know me as this party girl. And they were like, "Shouldn't we do a song that's like catering to that side of you and that energetic energy?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we started like doing the melodies and the top lines, and then we put in the words, and then suddenly we just had this like very ABBA kind of hook, and we just knew that it needed some choir. We wanted to make it even more grand, and that's when like the church organ came into place. But I'm not like a gospel churchy singer, so I wanted it to still be very up tempo and very yeah upbeat and clubby. So we just like mixed all of that, and that's just kind of how it all came to place. Like it was like every piece like this like the stars aligned somehow.
Great. According to the fans, you are one of the top three favorites to win. Did you expected it, and how do you feel about it?
Well, I can't say that I expected it because I know like every artist has their own qualities and uniqueness, and I was just hoping that people would love the song, but I haven't. I didn't expect it to be like a top three, but I love it, and and I I try not to, you know, let it affect me too much that people are so kind to me because you don't know what's going to happen when when the stage is filled with these different artists, and it's just up to what happens in the moment. And hopefully, I can make everyone proud and do my best. That's the only thing I'm like focusing on.
For me, it's the best song. It's literally my first in my top of
Oh,
this
really?
national final. Yeah, I was
Oh,
listening
so
to
happy
it
to
today.
hear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
thank you so much.
if you could describe this song in three emojis, which ones would it be?
In three emojis. Oh, I've actually started incorporating emojis in all my captions and everything. So I think I'd go with like the devil emoji, the red one. That's a little bit like it looks a little bit scary, but also that devil symbolizes like the clubby part of the song, and then I would take like the white wing because that symbolizes like the holiness, and then I'll settle for either the disco ball or or like the church with the heart on it, because I feel like it's the club is my church.
As you mentioned, the disco ball, you have disco ball behind you. Why did you choose to have a disco ball on your in your
It's
house?
actually in my living room. I choose it because, like, I like, being playful. And if I ever invite guests over, I like it to be a party. And I feel like it's very much the essence of my song as well. So I feel like my living room kind of reflects how I am as a person and also in my music. So it's because I'm always up for a party.
Your song, as well as some other songs, like the majority of songs from this year's DMGP, are in English. Why do you think Danish singers prefer to sing in English? For example, why do you prefer to sing in English instead of Danish?
Yeah, actually, I chose to sing in English because that's what I've done the past 10 years with my artist project. And I also think a lot of artists tend to sing in English because they want to have that, they want to become an artist abroad as well. So maybe for people to get a better understanding of what the song is mean and everything. But I really also I'm very surprised to see both Søren and Cesar with Danish, and I feel like that's a very cool thing to do because you also want to represent the Danish language when you are in the Eurovision. So I was like, I should have put in like a bridge or something where I also do something in Danish, but that might be for another time.
How would be the chorus of your song in Danish? How would it sound? Can you like improvise a bit?
It would be like sved på mit ansigt, ned af mit bryst. Jeg danser helt drivvåd med en cigaret. Jeg er ligeglad, hvis det er døden af mig. Jeg har aldrig følt mig så fri. Something like that.
It sounds great, yeah.
With a little bit too many words in Danish, but it could work.
Can you tell us a bit of how will your performance look like? What can we expect to see on the stage?
Oof, I feel like you could expect a party, and I totally feel like you could expect, the energy of the emojis I was mentioning before. Like it's gonna be both dark and holy.
Maybe a huge disco ball.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Okay. Are there any songs or artists that influenced your artistry, your music?
In general, or in like
general,
yeah. I would maybe say I grew up listening to a lot of Britney Spears. She's like my the first artist that I like became a fan of, and I just really enjoyed her stage presence and how she communicated and how do you say, like, created this atmosphere around her music. And I also just really love Rihanna. So I feel like there's a lot of women who paved the way for me, like in inspiration. Also like Sarah Larson, also with all her older stuff, and Britney, Spice Girls, Beyonce, all the girls.
Great. You mentioned earlier an album with this song. Can we expect the album coming soon, or is the album already released?
The album is actually already released. I released it in August. It's called Hard Disk, which is very focused on like pop culture and like internet references and like just being a pop girly. But the reason that Death of Me didn't go to that album is because I wanted to have its own life separate from the album, because it's like it was too big for it to go on the album. It needed like DMGP to like lift it with all the staging and everything.
Can we expect some new releases from you, some new songs after the MGP or even before maybe?
Oh, most definitely. Like no matter what's my faith in like or destiny in with the DMGP, I'm probably gonna try release my first song maybe in Danish. And I have something also for if I go to Eurovision. So we'll see.
You have a shirt with the lyrics on of your song. Can we expect merch come soon?
I would love to make some merch. Actually, this was just like my my way of like trying to put the lyrics out there. So I actually only made these for myself, but a lot of people have been asking, so maybe I'm gonna produce some. I don't know. Who knows?
Great.
Hopefully.
Great, can't wait. So already for the end, what is your favorite Danish Eurovision song?
Oh, my favorite Danish. I might say like I have two. I have I back in the 60s, I think, we have Grete and Jørgen Ingemann, who won with the went to Eurovision with the song Dansevise, which is one of the most beautiful Danish songs I know of. And then I can't help to be very proud of Teardrops by Emmelie Forest. Like, I love her. And in Eurovision, that was like the Danish. But in Eurovision, it will always be Loreen with Euphoria. I'm basic like that. That is a fucking banger.
Yeah, neighbors supporting neighbors.
Yeah, of course.
So that was all. Thank you so much for this interview. I'm crossing my fingers for you. Good luck.
Thank you so much. And thank you for talking with me.
Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.